What's up, y'all? It's the DNA Podcast, and we're back with another episode. So today we do have a special guest, but we're going to go ahead and do our normal intro. So it's Alana, your first co-host. You already know.
Yo, it's Darren. I'm not going to say what I said last time. I heard a lot of feedback from that. So we're just going to say Darren for now. Lil D. Lil D gonna pass. Everybody call me Lil D. So I feel like Lil D's cool. So we're going to say Darren. And then do you want to introduce yourself?
Our special guest, our first guest of the DNA Podcast.
Yeah, my name is Jacob. I'm a, civil engineering major.
Okay.
Freshman.
Okay. Cook.
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, we're going to apologize to Jacob because last episode we was talking our stuff and we was talking about the building of 45 and we did not mention the most relevant, ultimate member of the building of 45.
I left out my building brother. And yeah, I got some feedback from that. So yeah, this is
it's cool. Bro. I see how it is.
The Jacob.
You see, you're the guest though.
Yeah, first guest,
first guest at that. Like that's an honor.
Reparations.
All right. So Jacob, basically this spring, he made a big announcement, big pop out at Probate. And Jacob, you can go ahead and take it from there and talk about your frat, what it stands for, and you know, I don't know. You know how y'all introduced that.
Yeah, so basically, this semester I pledged Phi Beta Sigma.
Who you with blue?
Yeah, you're blacklisted, buddy. No, I'm playing. I pledged Phi Beta Sigma, and basically it's culture for service for humanity. Mm-hmm. And we're just big on being inclusive and basically getting involved on campus, of course, giving back to the community through like volunteering and things like that, but also just getting the campus involved with each other. And I joined because, well, that's what I grew up around. And really, I saw what they were doing on campus for everybody. I saw how they ran events and everything. I admired it. I messed with it. And also, it's a big networking opportunity as well, being a part of something that's like on a national scale. Just being in a network of a whole bunch of brothers, basically. And I'm a videographer. I don't know if y'all know, but Savo Visuals is like my little brand.
Go tap in.
Savo.
If y'all need a videographer, go tap in with him.
When you see that amazing video that's soon going to drop for Trojan War,
oh yeah,
just know Savo was behind that.
Most definitely watch this Trojan War video. It's hard. But yeah, I'm a videographer, and basically it's like joining is like already giving me opportunities such as shooting Trojan War. I wouldn't have been able to do it if I'd never like joined. So it's just like a lot of opportunities, and it's a lot of like giving back to the community. It's a lot of hosting events, and yeah.
All right, so before we hop into like the fraternity talk, you know, let's hop into how was your first semester? Because you started here at Summer Bridge, and then now you're here. So like, let's talk about that.
Yeah, so basically Summer Bridge, I would definitely recommend it if you're not an engineer. No, I'm playing. It's cool. If you're not an engineer, then you'll probably have it a little easier. But my Summer Bridge experience was kind of tight. It's very strict.
Man, what?
And
trust me, I know.
Yeah, it was very strict, like literally summer camp. And that was odd. But the transition from Summer Bridge to my first semester was good because Summer Bridge instills a lot of values of like time management and basically getting used to college. You're taking 2 classes, but it's a whole 6 credit hours. So like it gives you a lot of opportunities to learn. So my transition from Summer Bridge to my first semester was cool, but like the party started popping off. I ain't gonna lie, like it was crazy because like back in high school, I wasn't really out like that. I was sometimes, but I never really got to have fun like that. To keep it.
Wait, where you from?
I lived in like North Dallas, like north of Dallas. Like I was born in Houston, but I lived up there. Like,
okay.
Tell them where you from though.
What do you claim, and then where you from?
What do I claim? I mean, I claim Houston because I was born there, but 337, bro.
You already know what it is. Boot baby in the cut, you heard me? Big
Charles,
Louisiana,
bro.
not the
Big
little
Lake
one.
Charles, bro. Big Lake Charles. Big West Lake. But yeah, I lived there for
San
like
Antonio?
Absolutely not.
Any San Antonio guests on here? Okay, I'm sorry.
Crazy. But like, yeah, no, I lived in Louisiana for like 6 years, and then I moved up to North Dallas, like the Frisco, McKinney area. But what are we talking about?
Transition.
Oh yeah, the transition.
Parties.
Yeah, oh yeah, the parties was going crazy the first semester. Like, yeah, no, it was live. I messed with like, honestly, what I would say is just focus on school first, but have your fun though, because it's a good de-stressor. Like, I go to parties to de-stress because it's fun. I mean, what can I say, bro? It's PV parties.
Thanks.
True. Ain't no party like a PV party.
Oh God. But my first semester was live for sure.
Okay. And then when did the content creating start for you? So
the content creating started when it was about 2020. I started shooting music videos. I didn't really know what I was doing. I just picked up a camera. I started off with YouTube in about like 2018. I wanted to be a YouTuber, but that kind of died down. Like I said, I didn't really have fun like that. So like the content ideas were not there.
I ain't gonna lie, because staying consistent is hard.
It is very hard. It is very hard. But yeah, like, I did YouTube, dropped it, and then I moved over to videography because I picked up a camera and just shot a music video for some of my friends in Houston, from Mo City. But yeah, it started in 2020, and then it just went up from there. I just started like perfecting my craft. Still am to this day.
I mess with it. Okay. So,
I'll ask you another question. So out of are we done with the personal questions?
how personal? I'm just playing.
Okay, so out of all of the fraternities, I know you already said you liked, what you see on campus from the Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. But what actual, like, the morals and the characteristics did you feel like aligned within yourself, with the fraternity? Or, like, was there other fraternities that you felt you kind of liked, but, like, what deterred you away from those?
I mean, really, like I said, there wasn't really any other option. I mean, I didn't say that, but there wasn't really any other option, bro. Once I saw how they operated on campus, I did my research. You said what aligned. I would say they're on the website. You can see it says that they're dedicated to the inclusive we, not the exclusive we. So like we don't like being exclusive. We like to have everybody like included in everything, and that aligns with me most. Just because I'm very like outgoing and I could get along with basically anybody. So, like, just that in itself, being a frat for the people, being the people's frat, that's what sealed the deal, basically.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, like, from my point of view, it's very interesting because I have a family of Sigmas, and, like, normally, Sigmas aren't the most popular on campus, but it's like, however, on Prairie View, they run the campus.
Yeah.
And once again, like Jacob said, it's because they're really sweet people. Like, the chapter is Delta Theta. Everybody loves DT. Like, their roll call comes on, everybody's screaming before they even do anything. Like, everybody loves them. They're really down to earth. I feel like I know almost every Sigma, like, really personally, like, they're just some really cool, down to earth people. So Jacob is a freshman. He's a part of me and Darren's class. He's PV26. What was your biggest struggle, like, being a freshman in the process and then, like, popping out at probate and, like, now being Greek because you're a freshman? Like, what's the biggest, like, hardest part of that?
The hardest part of, like, crossing as a freshman, honestly, I'd say there wasn't really anything really hard about it. It was kind of just because I'm a freshman, I have easier classes, so it gave me more time to study and learn my information. And I think that's really good, opposed to people who, like, my LBs. I have an LB who's like, I have a lot of LBs who are actually finna graduate. So they're like,
define what an LB is for those who don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry. An LB is a line brother. So it's somebody who you crossed with, somebody you popped out with, somebody you studied, did everything with. But yeah, my LBs, I have some LBs who are about to graduate, and like they had to juggle like anatomy classes, like along with learning information, and like that's just kind of crazy to me. So I'm as being a freshman, bro. My classes were pretty light, so it gave me the time, and I wouldn't say there was anything really like tough about it.
Okay. There is someone that I know. Her name is Rain. She popped out as a Delta, and I know some people have had like a bit of backlash to her because she's a freshman. So, like, have you had any backlash from your class or any jealousy from other, like, upperclassmen that you deal with?
I've had people, like, my CA just said, he was like, you walk around like you on the UC. That's what.
Man, what? Everybody knows you now. Like, you are the.
No, like I said, Jacob is top tier
Come on now,
freshman.
like-
bro's the ultimate freshman.
Bro, like he said, I walk around like I own the UC, which really I don't.
And he does.
I don't.
Like, and I'm
Nah,
not
he
gonna lie,
don't,
y'all.
though.
It's for
Very
sure.
humble.
Yeah, he's very humble. Like, if anything, it's like we make noise as a joke, but like he don't actually do any of that. Like,
Nah, bro. He's like, trust me, he didn't. Knowing Jacob before and knowing Jacob after, he's still the same person. Humble.
exact same.
He don't let that get to his head like I know most people will. But I respect that about you because I know most people will let that get to their head, and now they're one way after. But yeah,
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, that was my main thing. I was like, bro, once I cross, I am not gonna change anything I'm doing. I might change the clothes I wear. You know what I'm saying? Throw on some blue, but
Throwing the letters.
yeah, throw on some letters. But I'm not finna like change up or like be all Hollywood or nothing. I'm still cool with everybody I was cool with before. I met a lot of new people.
you know what I'm saying.
And
Okay, so also I'm gonna ask this. Also, guys, I know Jacob like personally because like he's my cousin. So, excuse me if I don't ask some of the questions that y'all want, but I know a big thing is that as D9 Greeks have gained like, you know, clout and popularity over time, you know, people have learned that, you know, you have to be discreet and you can't say anything, and like there's certain things you can't do, like you can't shimmy like a noob, you can't bark like a dog. So like, can you explain why that is? Because the Sigmas also have a signature move that I'm gonna let you explain, but can you just explain like why people can't do it?
being discreet is kind of like, the way I view it is like a trust thing. So it's like, if I can't trust you to just go around and like, if I can't trust you to keep a secret on what you want to pledge, how am I supposed to trust you with other things? So it's like, if you're going around saying, oh, I'm be Sigma, I want to be a Sigma, I want to be a Sigma, now like you're showing that you can't hold water, and you're showing that like you're not a trustworthy person. But the problem with that is a lot of people, or not going to say a lot, but a number of people don't know that they're supposed to be discreet, because it's kind of just like a unwritten rule. Yeah, my best advice, honestly, is to just talk to somebody you trust about the, like, if you do like want to join or anything, talk to somebody you trust about it, and don't like, it's all about how you go about it. If you just go around flailing that you want to be this or you want to be that, then people are going to look at you a certain way just because it's like a trust factor. Like, can I trust him to hold water? Can I trust him with like my personal secrets? Like, it's just like a trust thing. Like, if I wanted to, if I had a friend and he was just going around telling everybody business, I wouldn't be safe telling him my business.
That's true.
So it's kind of just like a trust thing.
Yeah. That's a great way to explain that. Okay. And then the other thing would be like, you know, why can't people why can't somebody just run up to you and Sigma walk? Like, why can't people just go up to a queue and just bark and throw up the hooks? You know, like.
Yeah, so it's basically like a respect thing. It's kind of just like, I dedicated a lot of time into joining and becoming one. So if you were to just come up to me and just like do what I spent so much time like working towards, like, I'm not saying like I just spent all this time just so I could Sigma walk, no. But
No, we get you.
It's kind of just like you're just like throwing it in my face. Like, it's kind of a respect thing. That's all it is.
Because trust me, you will not believe the amount of people on this campus who, before they got here, have no like idea of Greek, and like
no, yeah, not
like,
at all.
and they come here and just like
blow it.
think this is okay.
Yeah.
In reality, like,
It's not.
nah, facts. Like,
Yeah, and I also think it's a bit of historical significance because if you're listening and don't know, D9 stands for the Divine Nine Greeks, which are part of the NPHC, which is the National Pan-Hellenic Council. And basically, you know, when HBCUs were created in the late 1900s, late 1800s, yeah, because 1860, late 1800s, early 1900s. Basically, you know, HBCUs were created because black people weren't allowed to go to white universities and we needed education. So as a result, like, okay, since we're in university, we also need sororities and fraternities, but they weren't allowed to join white people's sorority and fraternity. So they created their own. And the first 9 to be created are called the Divine Nine, which once again is part of the NPHC. So there's a lot of historical significance that comes with all the Greeks, which are all 9. You want to name all 9?
All 9 of them? All right, so basically you have the AKAs, Alpha Phi. Yeah, am I
Alpha,
spelling
Kappa,
it out?
Alpha.
I'm just
you
talk,
can say
bro.
AKA and I'll say like.
I mean, I could spell them out, but I just don't feel like it. So you got like the AKAs, you have the alphas, you have the deltas, you have the poodles, which is the SG rows. You have the is that all the sororities? Yeah, that's all the sororities. You have the sigmas,
Zetas.
of course. Oh, sigmas, zetas, and then
The iotas.
the iotas.
Hey.
I'm not laughing,
Let's
bro.
let's not laugh.
I'm not laughing, bro.
Keep it
Wait,
P.
no, I'm not laughing at the
let's keep-
iotas. I'm laughing because we're at 7 and I'm trying to remember the other 3.
Okay, let's keep it P.
Wait, I'm tweaking. The omegas, bro.
Oh yeah, the
Omegas.
omegas.
And then there's one more. I already said the alphas. Hold on, let me. I'll just went all out of order. Alphas, omegas, sigmas, and iotas,
Kappa Alpha Psi.
and then the kappas, and then you have AKAs, zetas, deltas, and SG rows. That's
And then
all.
the iotas. Iotas 1960.
Yes, the iotas joined last. It was, I believe, there was 8 of them, and then they had to change it to the Divine 9 after the iotas joined.
But like, how did that's a whole nother episode? But
Yeah.
how did they even join the?
That's a talk for another time.
But you know, I support the iotas. You know, they get up, they stroll, they have a hard roll call, and you know they do their thing. So shouts out to all the iotas.
They're bigger on like the East Coast. They're way bigger on the East Coast.
But yeah, so so that's gonna be our next question. Did you have to build up your stamina to stroll for all those hours?
Man, my stamina is still not built up.
Man, hey, if y'all saw the probate,
I'm about to say, if y'all saw me at probate,
Jacob looked gas.
if you look
Number
at,
8.
if you look at number 8, bro, I was about to
But
pass
Jacob
out.
was doing it all. He played piano,
No, for real, he was
shouting
doing-
out. Like he's a versatile ass guy.
Yeah, I played the piano at probate. I was calling out all the information for everybody to say, and I did a couple chants and strolls and everything.
Speaking of piano, when'd you learn how to play the piano?
Bro,
How long did that take you?
honestly, I started whenever I was young. I was like probably about like 10 or so. But I mean, I never really like took lessons or anything. I kind of just find songs I like on YouTube and then just like copy what they do. I mean, that's
Bro, man's versatile for real. Mr. Do It All. For real.
True. The
I be
ultimate
trying.
sigma. Oh, and go ahead and if you don't mind, explain line names, how that works, and then explain the significance of your line name.
I mean, line names are basically given to you just by your older brothers or sisters, just because like the time they spend with you, they just find a cool little unique nickname for you. Basically, that's what a line name is. Y'all gonna spend a lot of time together, and through the time y'all spend together, they gonna figure out things about you and be like, oh, he would be this person. He gets his name. So my name was Kratos, and it's basically just because I'm quick to speak my mind. I'm not like a very like confrontational rah-rah person, but like I get there. I get
Right.
there. And I'll be speaking my mind, but I'm a critical thinker, and I like to think through situations. And like Kratos is a Greek god. He's the god of war, and he like basically killed all the other Greek gods. And that's just like because he's very smart, strategic, and he gets kind of angry sometimes. But
You get angry?
I'm not really.
I can't see you angry.
He's not a crash dummy.
No,
regardless.
not at all.
Like,
Yeah, no, I just be chilling.
Bro gets strategically angry.
Yeah, like
what is that supposed to mean?
Like, I don't know. Like, he's not the type to he don't act off his emotions. Like, because I always say emotions cloud your logic. So whenever you do feel emotions, it's best to just kind of stay to yourself. Like, go through it until you're ready, and then you can think logically about the situation. And he just does that. So it's like he be angry, but he don't act on his anger.
yeah. That's why I got Kratos. So.
All right. So is there any other special talents we don't know about? Because it seems like I get surprised by every day.
Can you reverse the Sigma walk?
Yeah, probably, but
Do it right now.
nah,
Do the roar.
absolutely not. But other talents. I mean, I do the video stuff. I did a photo shoot. I'm actually not bad at.
You want to
taking
plug your videography?
Yeah, Savo Visuals on SAVO SAVO Visuals on Instagram.
Go tap in. You need a music video? Go tap in. You need any video,
Anything.
promo video?
You're right.
Go tap in.
Definitely.
Right.
But yeah, no, I do pictures too sometimes, but normally I just let like my homeboys. If anybody needs pictures, I just refer them to my homeboys like Kobe, KT Shot It. I'm telling y'all, if y'all need pictures, hit them up. But
Also,
other
King
talents,
of Shots.
Oh yeah, for
Miles,
sure,
Mr. Miles.
for sure. And my LB Jalen, he finna leave though, but definitely hit him up too. Jay Creates. Me, my personal talents, I like to play the piano. I do videography. I used to try to produce. I used to try to make beats on FL Studio and stuff, but honestly, that fell off kind of quick. Kind of sucked. But I didn't suck. I just didn't want to dedicate the time necessary to be a producer. I rap for fun, but I don't post at all. My raps, if you heard them, they're outlandish, bro. They're crazy.
I need
You
to
want
hear
to
some.
leak?
I need to hear some.
Do you want to leak?
I need some unreleased.
Mm.
I play it right now. I play some music. I'll play it right now.
I'm
I
not
need-
gonna lie. That's not going on the web. Nah, but
Too fast.
Too bad.
it's
Too bad.
awful. But
Alright.
yeah, no, I rap sometimes for fun. I like to
Do a
sit
bar
down.
right now.
I'll give you a beat on me. I'll give you a beat.
Oh yeah. Do a little. Do a little.
What type of beat you want?
Bro,
Yeah.
TJX6, bro.
Milwaukee beat. Give me a Milwaukee.
Nah, give me a Detroit beat.
Okay.
This is really bad, bro.
Hey, got a rapper on. Hold on. Let me see if I find something. Sorry, we got a. Hey, hold
Bro,
on.
gotta
Let me hit the ad.
All the change is done.
Sorry. All right, there you go.
Oh, it's connected to your phone? Oh, that's tough.
Yeah, I just learned how to do that the other day.
Is
Okay.
it turned up on your phone there? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is crazy.
Hey.
Hey,
Okay.
bro,
Hey.
this beat sucks. All right, hold on. No, my fault.
Hold on.
I'm in Club Coleman, finna turn up.
Up.
That's it. Nah, I'm playing. All right, look.
Go in.
Finna serve straight fire like I'm on TikTok.
TikTok.
Saw a fat.
Hold on.
Let me
Oh,
chill.
brother, this guy.
Okay. Before you rap, let's try to keep it too
Yeah, no.
not too fed. Like,
Yeah, no, I'm not trying to say nothing bad.
nah, that's crazy. Okay.
It's a Detroit beat, so mine. You know what? I'm not even gonna speak on.
Give me a Nola beat. I'll hop on that. A bounce beat.
Give me another beat.
A bounce beat. Super bad
Need
type.
some
Beat.
bounce beat.
I'll do a
Alright,
little
beat.
3 bars. What's that, Jacob?
That's just my necklace.
You know. Hey, he iced out here.
They can't see you. Describe your
That
necklace.
Johnny Dane, baby wallet.
Nah, I just got like a little
A little.
little big sigma on my
Jacob
neck.
ain't want to let me.
Hey,
braid
you
a
want
Sigma in
to
his hair,
clink, put it against him.
though.
Like big scar.
You know what I'm saying?
But
You need some. All right, I got you. Let's see.
we really
Jacob ain't want to let me braid a Sigma in his hair.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. That
Hold on, let me get you right.
Mark V, that's enough.
Somebody about to be my
What?
victim.
Okay.
I got that hit in my system.
It's not on the beat.
Somebody about to be my
Don't play with
victim.
me.
Okay.
I got that hit in my
What?
system.
Yeah.
Okay.
I already know
Hey.
what it is. We in the stew doing a show.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. You already know. Big Lana and Darren on the beat. Ho. What?
All right, sorry.
Oh, I was going in.
All right, sorry.
It wasn't good.
I mean, it was cool. It's cool. But like,
We did that was a little cutscene.
that
We
was
did
a-
deter from the
yeah.
actual interview.
Anyways, back to the interview. Back to what we got here
I'm not gonna lie,
for.
they didn't clicked off by now.
Let's see. All right, so let's see. Any advice for incoming freshmen you have?
My advice for incoming freshmen is just lock in. Make sure that you have a routine set up, because a routine offers a lot of structure to your life, and like having a routine is probably the best thing you could do, to be honest, and following it, because in that way you'll have time to party, you'll have time to do all the extracurricular activities at Prairie View, which there is a lot of them,
All right,
a lot of side missions.
and what are things you wish you did differently that you wish you can you wish you did better? You know?
That routine, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm giving them the advice that I should have followed, which is just make a routine. I didn't really have a routine these past couple of semesters, and I kind of like threw off my time in on some assignments. You know what I'm saying? Waiting until last minutes to do stuff. So I say just like make a routine. That's
because procrastination is real, for real.
Very real.
Yeah, easy to get caught up into.
All right. So, and let's see, what are things we are looking forward to in the future for you? Like any projects you got, visual wise, anything?
Yeah, I mean, just look for Savo visuals, bro. I'll be at the parties. So I'm shooting. I'm pretty sure I'm recording. What's this one coming up? Under the Influence.
Yeah. That's a big party.
Oh yeah. For sure.
Okay.
I'll be there.
So Trojan War finna drop soon, and then Under the Influence, I'm gonna record and drop that within like 2 to 3 days after. Well, it all goes by when they want to drop it. But
what's the recording editing process?
So basically, you go there, you record, have the light on, have a good time.
Yeah.
Get the angles right. See, the thing about like videography is a lot of people think you're just kind of recording like just to record, but there's really a lot that goes into it behind the scenes, like getting all your shots right and getting like the composure of your shots right and everything like that. But going there, having fun, getting good shots, and then you go back to the crib, plug the SD card into my laptop, and then I just sort through every single clip, pick out the ones I like, pick out the ones that should be in a video, and then put the music behind it and just go to work editing. That's basically what it is.
How many hours you say?
How many hours? Probably about like, depending on the project, like the Trojan War probably took me about like total locked in like time was probably about like 6 to 7 total. That's just being locked in.
Wow.
But I mean, that's distributed over a couple of days.
No, I'm saying, I feel like, was there a gap period between it?
Yeah, I mean, okay. I normally don't just like knock out. You gotta take a break. You know what I'm saying? Because like your brain gonna get fried. But videos like that, they shouldn't take like too long. But it's just the more you go, the more ideas you come up with. So you get to changing stuff around. Like we almost changed the whole song, but it's just stuff like that.
And how do you help for you like to not get like mentally burnt out over like projects or anything in general? Because I know college you can get easily mentally clocked out for real.
Yeah, with the videography, my main thing is I like to keep myself recording stuff that I like. So although I do any job, like I do skits, I do all types of stuff, but like the more I enjoy like the topic, the subject, the more inclined I am to give it my all. You know what I'm saying? So like recording parties, like that's fun. Like I'm over here having a good time recording, watching all this wild stuff back and editing it. So it's really just like the way that I keep from being burnt out is just record and edit stuff that I like. So even if I'm not getting paid, like say I might be like doing so many like paid jobs that I'm just like starting to get burnt out because it's just stuff like I used to do like football, basketball, stuff like that. Sometimes you just got to step away and record something for leisure, like not for money. Just go record something you enjoy and try something new. Like that's the best way to stop from getting burnt out is with anything is just stepping away, doing something new.
Okay. That's great advice. And then lastly, just going to ask a generic question, but what's some advice you have for those who want to be Greek?
Yeah, so if you want to be Greek, I say do your research. Be careful who you talk to because not everybody is to be trusted. Like I said, talk to a trusted individual about what you want to do and do a lot of research because you don't really know, like, if you want to join just because you see them strolling and stuff, like, that's not necessarily a good reason. You want to research, like, what they stand for, their values, like, why they move, how they move, and just make your decision based off of that. I say just research everybody. Be discreet. Discretion is key. And what was the question? If advice for those who trying to be Greek?
Yeah.
Just be discreet. And do your research. Basically, that's my advice.
Appreciate it. Any last words before you go? Straight fire.
Sure.
Oh, the man, the myth, the legend.
Bro.
Straight fire.
Serve some straight fire, man. That's
the
last words, bro. I'm the 8th wonder of the world. So, you know what I'm saying? That's all I got.
All right. Appreciate it.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and sign off. I hope y'all enjoyed the podcast. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. We will be coming on Apple Podcasts and Spotify soon, so stay tuned. Thank you so much for listening. Peace, love, and blessings.